Let's get to swimming now. The Nairobi County Swimming Association Inter-Clubs Swimming Championships got underway this morning at Kiota School in Nairobi. I got a chance of speaking to the chairman and, of course, a number of participants and what their dreams are. And, of course, I asked the chairman if we are really capable of producing swimmers that can challenge at the World Championships as well as at the Olympic Games. This is what they had to say. Mr. Chairman, of course, a big event that you are having today, Nairobi Swimming Championships. How is it so far?
I would say the numbers are really good. We are looking at about 300 swimmers from Nairobi competing this weekend. It shows how the sport has grown in Nairobi. It's really popular, and we are actually struggling to cope with the numbers particularly at the beginning events, the ones that the children use to start off in their competitive swimming career.
You guys even brought participants from Uganda.
Let's do this. Let's say this. Nairobi, we are fully electronic. Our timing system is fully electronic. And when it comes to competitive swimming, it's all about time. Okay? It's the time standard that matters. The time is what matters. And as you can see, we have a scoreboard. Our timing system is really precise. So we don't use stopwatches like most other swimming competitions do, other counties do. We use fully electronic timing system. And our results are relayed live, internationally, online. So yeah, it's all about technology.
Are you saying other countries are envious of what you guys are doing?
Yeah, well, no, you are very, very careful with other countries. But let's say in East and Central Africa, we are on top of the game. We are on top of the game when it comes to organizing events. Nairobi is way ahead. Yep.
Let me ask you, when you look up behind you, I mean, there are lots and lots of participants waiting to get into the pool. Did you expect such a turnout?
No, we did not. We did not expect such a turnout. Because what we use, we usually have this particular event which we call the inter-clubs, and we actually wanted to cater for swimming clubs. We want to encourage swimming clubs to grow in Nairobi because most of this swimming is mainly school-based, and we thought maybe it's good to encourage swimming clubs. We started off, we took it off last year. That's when we started off our first inter-clubs competition, where we wanted to leave out the schools, and we were shocked. The number of clubs that popped out, they had been waiting for this for a very, very long time, so they could exclusively cater for their children as clubs. Yep.
Yes, and when you've spoken about clubs in schools, and are you shocked by the growth of the sport in the country?
Yes, shocked because it is clubs, not even the schools. The schools might own the facilities, but what is happening, I'm sorry to say, most schools are not keen on promoting. I don't know what's happening with sports and schools. Even the high-cost schools, they seem to be taking, they're pulling away from sports a lot, particularly swimming. So what they have done, they've let clubs grow. Like I'll give a good example, if Braeburn School allows me, they have one of the best top clubs in Nairobi, and it's owned by the school, but it's a club that operates exclusively for the school. Rusinga, Riara, Makini, such schools, they have clubs. So I think it's a matter of detaching the extra uploading, because the numbers are huge of the kids who want to do swimming. So why don't you offload it from the main school system and let it run independently? So that is what is happening.
Now, the big question will be, after the Nairobi Swimming Championships, what next?
Now, what happens is that we have levels. There's level 1, level 2, and level 3. This particular event gives the children a chance to up their time standards. So there's level 1 time standards, level 2, and level 3. Level 3 is a top. Now that's where the cream of national swimmers come from. I'll give you a good example. There are 9 swimmers who have been fully sponsored by the government for Egypt from the 30th of this month to the 3rd of May for the Africa Junior Championships. Yes. There are 9 swimmers only. 7 are from Nairobi, 2 from Mombasa. Okay? If the government had said they are going to sponsor 20 swimmers, yes, trust me, Nairobi will have taken most of the slots. Yep.
Now that you said there are 9 swimmers from 9 swimmers in Kenya that are going to participate in the Africa Junior Championships, you know, what should we expect? There's 7 from Nairobi, 2 from Mombasa. What should our expectations be?
Now, they are very young. Number one, they are very young. They're pretty young. They are 14, 15, 16. I think none of them is 16 actually, if I'm right. They range between 14 and 15 years old. They are very young. They have a very long shelf life. So these kids, they will need to be exposed, trained at an international level. Okay, unfortunately, our national body is not really that strong as yet. They're not on our feet. But these kids have to be taken care of. If I told you you're going to see them in the international arena, they need serious training at that international level.
The big question people will be asking themselves, we have such a big attendance, we have you have lots of participants, but the question is like, why is it that, you know, we are not producing from the participants that you have people who can beat the top swimmers in the world? And in Olympics and the World Championships.
Now that will take time. That will take time. Let's look at facilities in the first place.
Yes.
Now, the facilities that are being used, don't even go to North Africa and South Africa. Compared to what we have right here in Kenya. The word is that it's a long way to go.
Yes.
And let's put it this way: government is supposed to provide an enabling environment, and when it comes to our sport, the facilities are there. Yes. We have Kasarani, we have Nyayo, we have colleges that have these facilities, but either they are mismanaged, underutilized, or neglected altogether. So if only, and the thing is that if for example Nyayo, the Nyayo swimming pool is functional, we'll not be here.
Yes.
We'll not be here. We'll be there, and that money, the money we're generating in this event, little money, it will go to the same facility to maintain even further. So I think government is failing us by not providing the enabling environment, so we can pick from there and grow.
Now that you've mentioned Nyayo, I know Kasarani is functional at the moment, but Nyayo, it's been a while since the pool was used. Have you spoken to the people that are in charge, that is Sports Kenya, and what have they told you about, you know, bringing that pool back to its level best?
The latest word from the sports management committees that they're actually working on Nyayo. I have not gone there as yet, but I want to take them for their word, and I intend to have a meeting. I do intend to have a meeting with the director of sports, director general, and we see if there's a way forward. That's why now we are this is the end of the season, so now I'll have time to move around and meet such people, have meetings with them, and see if we can at least Nairobi can host at least one international bit.
As the chairman, when you look behind you, that is a kid that is almost less than 6 years old. I mean, how does it make you feel that you have such young kids wanting to take part in the National Swimming Championships?
The level of coaching is very, very promising. The coaches in Nairobi are another lot. They set their targets pretty high. They actually, most of them look at let's say they look at the Africa Junior Championship, for example. They look at those times and target those times. For the older children, they're looking at the Singapore Junior Championships. So they're setting their targets pretty high. That's the beauty. So their workouts, their training sessions are aimed at those high-level, high-octane competitions.
Finally, before I let you go, you've spoken about coaching. What are we doing as a country to improve, the standards of our coaching systems?
Let's thank God for technology. Let's thank God because there's online. Coaches can go online and update their skills. Otherwise, national body, as much as they are still getting their act together, it's still a young committee. They have not gotten to that point as yet. We need to have good, quality exposure for our coaches, and it should be the kind of exposure that is at par with where we are, so we can grow from there. You cannot bring, for example, a coach from a facilitator from Canada,
Yes.
and then drop him in Nairobi, and they start exposing us to Canadian standards.
Yes.
Yeah, which will be too high because you don't even have the facility in the first place.
Yes.
Yeah, so we have to start at our level and then move from there. Yeah, that's what I'd love to see for our coaches.
And finally, schools play an important role in the development of swimming in the country. And you speak to any federation, what they are doing is trying to, speak to schools to make sure that they incorporate sports, different sports to their curriculum to make sure that they can grow athletes. And now there's CBC, which of course they say about STEM, which, sports is one of them. You incorporate that into the system and make sure that, the young ones can grow up and move into different careers. As a swimming, what are you doing?
Now, we have to agree. Schools are the foundation of anything. It is the school that's going to teach the children the basics. Okay, I'll talk about swimming because I can talk about other sports. Let me stick to my area. The schools, vast majority of schools take their children to swimming lessons. Okay, they're the ones they expose the children to the sport. Now, as a county body, it's our duty now to catch them from there. We tap the outstanding talent and then move from there. Okay, and that's why we are very close with our coaches. Very, very close. We have workshops with them. We have lunch with them,
Yes.
and then we exchange ideas. They trickle down to the schools, and then we encourage them to tap the talent and bring them to us. So I totally agree. Schools, unfortunately, they're limited because when it comes to training a child, a 6-year-old, to the age of 10 or 13 when they start swimming as a junior swimmer, it's a lot of time. And it involves the coach and the parents particularly. The school can only provide the basics, period. Otherwise, when it comes to nurturing the really good swimmer, it is the coach and the county body, national body, period.
And I know I said the last one, but let this be the last one. Parental support is key to the success of every swimmer that you have here. How is the parental support? And I know you interact with parents of each and every swimmer that is taking part in this competition. I mean, how is the support?
It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming to the sense that, to the extent that the parents actually want to take over the running of the sport. I mean, that's a fact. They want to be so involved because the kids are very young. I mean, you're talking about a 6-year-old. Imagine you've been watching your 6-year-old train from 6 till they are about 15.
Yes.
And you've been involved. So what happens is that for all those years, they get to understand the system, how everything runs.
Yes.
So they feel they can run the whole process. Unfortunately, that's not long term because it only lasts to the extent of your child's availability in the sport. Once they stop, you also stop providing your services. So what I'd like to say is that coaches have to run the sport. It's the coaches because it's long term. I've been doing this for 25 years, and it's not because I have children who do the sport. It's for the passion. It's for the passion of the sport, and it's because I want to see us scale even higher. So it's the parents, yes, very involved in their lifespan of their children, not beyond that. Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I really appreciate for your time. Asante sana. Yes. Hi, Waremba. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm easy. I mean, how has the championship been so far?
It's very good, and the competition is very tough.
I mean, you guys are taking part in a competition with you have even Ugandans taking part in this. How have you managed to overcome all that competitiveness that is here?
I've managed to do that by this week practicing very hard and practicing what I'm supposed to do. Yeah.
Yes. Now, remember, this is the Nairobi Swimming Championships. 2025 is still young. I mean, what targets have you set for yourself and why?
I'm targeting to go to Kasarani Nationals when they take part, so I emerge number 1 in the events I'll be doing.
Which club are you from and which school are you from?
I'm from Little Fish Swim Club and Rose of Sharon Academy. Yeah.
Yes. How's Rose of Sharon performed today?
Rose of Sharon has not partaken in this.
Oh, you're the only one?
No, I'm swimming for my club.
Oh, you're swimming for your club, which is?
Little fish swim.
Little fish. Are you a little fish?
Yes, I am.
You don't look like a little fish.
I am.
You are a little fish. Yes, probably do you dream of representing Kenya in the future?
Yes, I do.
And what are you doing to attain that?
Practicing every day hard.
Practicing every day hard. Thank you very much, Waremba. I really appreciate for your time. Thank you. Hi, Max. How are you?
Fine.
Yes. How was the competition today?
Very good.
Why do you say very good?
Because it was competitive. I have some medals. Yes.
Yes. Did you see yourself getting all those medals? And if you did, why?
Because I saw myself getting those medals because I was swimming fast enough.
Which club are you from?
Seahorses Aquatics.
Seahorse Aquatics. And how have your friends performed?
Very well.
Very well. So, Max, what's your dream in swimming?
To go to Olympics.
To go to the Olympics. And what are you doing to make sure that happens?
I swim very fast and I have the effort.
You have the effort. Are your parents here?
Yes.
Where are they?
In the corner.
Please bring them to me. Go and call your mom. But Frank, what are you doing to ensure that your son, continues excelling in swimming? And he said his dream is to represent Kenya at the Olympics.
Well, so the sacrifices we have to make, the early mornings that they have to do, sacrificing your evenings so that they can go to practice, and many weekends so that we can come for these galas. And then this is a very expensive sport, so you've got to invest. So we do encourage people to get into this sport. It keeps the children healthy, so it is a way also for ourselves to have an engagement with the kids.
Are you satisfied with what you've seen, or rather how you've seen him perform so far?
Oh yes, I mean he's a top swimmer, so he's great, and he's representing the team in Dubai. So so both of them, they're great.
Yes.
Yeah.
His dream is to participate at the Olympics. How are you going to make sure that comes to a reality?
Oh yeah, I mean he has the coaching that he has is top notch. So on that front we are confident. We just sacrifice our time and resources to make that happen. So, and we do hope that comes to fruition. And we have a few years to come. So yeah, we have time to make that happen.
Your message to other parents that want to bring their children to swimming?
Well, it's a great sport, and we've made many friends here. The children have a sense of purpose. They use their time, and generally it's a well-organized sport. There are challenges, but it's much better organized than all of other sports. So bring them in and get them coaches. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Asante.
Okay.
Hey, Habi, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
How's the championship been so far for you?
It's been fun
Why do you say it's been fun?
because I liked interacting with other teams.
How did you perform?
I believe I did well.
You believe you did? Which club are you from?
Prosim,
And how has the club performed?
we did well.
You did well. Okay, let me speak to McKenna. Hi, McKenna. Face the camera. How are you?
I'm fine.
You are fine. How did you perform in the morning?
I really did good.
You really did good. Which position did you take?
2.
Number 2. Oh, congratulations. What dream do you have when it comes to swimming?
Pardon?
Where do you want to see yourself when it comes to swimming? Do you want to represent the country?
Yes.
And how are you doing to make sure that you get to that level that the swimmers that represent the country are at?
I work hard.
You work hard. And how do your parents support you?
They really support me. Like, they support me nicely, yeah.
Well, of course, that is about the Nairobi Swimming Championships that were taking place at Kiota School here in Nairobi. I had a chance of speaking to the chairman of the Nairobi Swimming, of course, county, and as well as the participants. Most of them, they want to take part in the Olympics as well as the World Championships. I want us to take a short break. But before we do that, remember, Scoreline is brought to you by 1xBet.